We'll start with football and get on the other stuff. How do you sum up the feeling within the club and the players after yesterday?
Yeah, look, obviously the players are happy to have a win and get the 4 points, but there was an incident, obviously, and everything's got to go through the right process. But yeah, I've just been to the club and haven't really seen many of the players to have a chat to. So yeah, it's probably one of those things that we'll figure out later on during the week.
You spoke to Andrew either last night or today?
Oh, I spoke to him after the game, so I had a little chat to him after that, and that was about it. So. How was he? Yeah, obviously what you saw on television through his interview, he was pretty remorseful. So didn't have much to say and got out of there pretty quickly.
How was the feeling on the field after the incident? A bit tense at times between.
Yeah, well, as I said yesterday, I didn't see the incident. So, yeah, I didn't really know what had happened and just sort of thought that, the pressure and intensity had just lifted a little bit and, yeah, so it's hard to sort of say.
Elliot, is the sort of thing that with the Gaff incident, that, shit happens and it could have been any other player that it happened to?
Oh, well, Nizzy's already gone through this sort of process and already spoken about it, so, yeah, I can't really comment too much.
You're a player, he's had a brain fade, he's thrown a punch. Is that sort of circumstances that anything that could befall any other player?
Oh, look, it has happened before in the game, and hopefully, this is the final time that it does.
Gut punches and jumper punches and all those things have been on the increase over the past few years, and they haven't really been stamped out with suspension. It's more with fines. Do you feel that that's opened the door for players to go one way and then create more damage than what they're intending to at times?
Oh, that's hard to say. So, some things happen in the moment, and yeah, there's not really too much that I can say, and that's probably up to the AFL to decide. So, that's not up to me to make a decision or make a call at all.
Elliot, do you think you can manage the loss potentially of Andrew Gaff for a number of weeks, as well as not having Nick Nui out there and still be a premiership contender? Yeah,
it's going to be hard. Obviously, not having Gaffy, and we're not too sure on what's going to happen and what the tribunal will say. So, but obviously, Andrew's a really good player for us, and what he brings to the team, he's going to be sorely missed. But look, we have confidence that the kids we have coming through will be able to sort of fulfil the role that Gaffy's been playing. So we have full trust in the kids coming through.
Do you personally feel like you have to step up in his absence?
Oh, I don't think it's me personally. I think it's collectively. So everyone needs to go that extra 5-10%.
The reaction of the Dockers players after the incident was quite vicious. Do you understand why they would have been so annoyed and frustrated by the situation? Yeah, it's understandable, I'm sure. If it was the other way, it'd be probably a similar boat. So, but as I said before, it was hard because not many of us saw the incident, so we didn't sort of really know what was going on and what sort of happened until after the game. So, yeah, it was hard to sort of say.
With Hamish at the club as well, it's a bit of an awkward situation. How do you guys go about handling that and trying to ease the tension there? Oh
yeah, look, it's probably one of the things that the club will probably speak about and talk to the players about. But yeah, Nizzy sort of touched on it before, and I don't really have too much else to say on it.
And Gaffy himself, he was obviously pretty distraught. What do you guys do to support him too?
Yeah, of course, and we need to get around Gaffy and show the support that he might need. And yeah, it's one of those things where you look after your teammates.
It was so uncharacteristic for him. How do you reflect on that as a teammate, knowing that he's not normally like that and all of a sudden it's happened?
Yeah, it's extremely hard and extremely difficult. So you wouldn't expect it, and I guess what's done is done, and we can't really touch too much on it about it now and further. But all we can do is just sort of help Gaffy through the process.
Has the on-field rivalry gone too far, do you feel? As you mentioned, the relationship between the clubs is great, and we've seen these sorts of incidents over the years. What's it like between the players?
Oh, every derby's a rivalry, so yeah, it's not one of the ones where I can't really see anything changing in terms of the rivalry between Fremantle and West Coast, and it's bragging rights every sort of time a derby comes around. So, yeah, it's hard to sort of say at this stage.
It has gone beyond bragging rights. Is the relationship between the players bad?
I don't think so, no. So there's plenty of players that have good, strong relationships with a lot of Fremantle players. So I guess it's just how it is.
Elliot, there was a moment in the game where the ball was kicked to Andrew Gaff, and sort of 2-on-1, two Freo players came at him, one tackled, one elected to bump, and then it sort of started an all-in melee. Were you involved in what happened after that melee from where you sat and then continued to play?
No, I wasn't involved in the melee, so I was a fair bit away from it when it happened, and I didn't sort of really see what had happened, and it sort of felt like a lot of the games when the melee did go on, I was probably the furthest one away from it, so it was hard to sort of say what was going on, other than being 50 metres away from it when it was happening.
Did Shannon Hearn chat with the group at all at any point at the three-quarter time break or early in that fourth quarter after those first sort of fights?
No, it didn't, and I think it was because we didn't speak about it at all. So the players didn't know what had happened, and Simo didn't speak about it at all. So yeah, we had sort of no idea what was going on until after the game.
The umpires were pretty strong. Just several of your guys throughout the game to pull your heads in and start playing football was what I was sort of saying. Were you part of those conversations when those were going?
One of the umpires did have a chat to us and just said, "Boys, run it in a little bit," and yeah, it was one of those ones where I've never really had that sort of conversation in my time as a football player, and it was certainly something different, and it was kind of hard to sort of justify why they were saying it, but looking back, it was understandable after the game.
Make you realise that they'd gone too far at that point?
Oh, I think it had, yeah. So I think if the umpire starts to say something, then it's probably going too far.
Should Gaffey have stayed off the ground or be taken off the ground? I mean, hindsight's a wonderful thing, but would that have settled things a little bit more, just from your thoughts?
Oh, probably not. No, I don't think it would have said anything. I'm sure that the Fremantle players were, obviously hurt, obviously, from what happened, and I don't think it would have changed whether or not he would have been on or off.
Do you know if Hamish and Gaffey have had a conversation about what's happened?
Oh, I have no idea. So I haven't spoken to Gaffey, and the most I've heard about it was the talk with Nizzy before.